about that. We had some technical difficulties. Anyway,
It
so
seems whoever is using that portal doesn't really want me to destroy the portal.
seems
Well,
so.
joke's on them.
Seems so. So, I need details on how you're breaking this.
Punch this thing. I will punch this thing.
Okay, just to be clear, this is the wooden paneling of
Potent.
the wall on the back of the room.
Yeah, that is fine. I will use potence. Sometimes I'm allowed to have no brains and all brawn.
All right, that's fine. You roll something. All right. Ooh. So,
And the blood
Iris.
point for breaking this thing.
What?
Do you need anything from me?
Oh no, you can punch it as many times as you want until it breaks. So I'm not gonna have you roll, and you definitely have enough potence to, buff yourself up to break this. So, with a few solid hits, the wood begins to crack, and you see essentially the cracks reach the carving. As soon as it breaks the the shape of the carving, you notice there's sort of like a gentle flicker, and you continue to break the object, and nothing else happens until you rip the paneling off of the wall.
Cool. I'm taking this now, and I'm burning it in the backyard.
Okay. Ripping the paneling off the wall, are you okay breaking all the jars? Because they will fall as you're ripping the paneling off.
I will move the jars out of the room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just line them in the corner of the hallway or something. And you rip the paneling off, and carrying it under your arm, maybe not in the backyard, but like, you do know there's sort of like this
I can burn it in a homeless trash can.
Sure, you can do that. So you basically do the appropriate setup. Take some lighter fluid, just squidge it all over the paneling.
I had the blowtorch.
Yep. And it's not long until the only thing left is, a bunch of like really, really dark charcoal shards of what once was this odd magical doorway.
Good. Now I can do whoosh back to the office.
All right. And as you whoosh back to the office, we cut to...
I will
not say what happened. As you whoosh back to the office, we cut to Jasper and Gabriel. And am I to assume the two of you are headed to the office, or are you continuing your investigation?
Up to Gabriel. He's driving.
Well, no, I feel like I should ask you in character. Do you think we should report what we found immediately, or we should continue to look into Isaac first?
Oh, I already texted Iris. what we found out so far. We can continue for now, since she hasn't responded.
We'll go to the computer lab then. We can go to the office after.
All right. So
Yeah, sure.
you make your way to the computer lab. And as you drive through the city in the direction of the computer lab, you begin to see the radio, like the little screen in the car radio, shift again, and the static begins to form words, and you hear, "So, what exactly is the game plan?"
I want to try and track the number that this phone has on it that contacts.
Well, I know that part, but once we get the contacts, do we just give those over to boss, or are we chasing those down ourselves?
My thought was that we use the technology that we both have such mastery over to ping off different cell towers until we haphazardly ping his location.
I mean, that'll work if we're, Can we do that outside of LA? Question. I suppose we can figure something out.
What good is having a mage in my head if I can't do things that wouldn't normally be possible?
Good point. I'll strive to avoid disappointment on your part.
Very well. I'm sure it will be fine.
And the radio basically tunes back to normal.
And
about
as they
as
were
you-
talking,
Oh,
as
Yep,
they were
please.
talking, Jesper got a message and proceeded to message back someone. He doesn't say anything or respond to Gabriel's conversation.
Did
But then
Iris
he-
answer back?
She did.
And?
So how exactly are we gonna track him using
Probably
the
going-
number?
You don't really want me to explain it to you because you won't actually understand a single word.
No, but Iris wants an explanation. So please share with the class so I can share with her.
I have to write some kind of virus that will tap into the into a system to try and track the location of that number. Probably.
Okay.
I'm not exactly sure because I'm not at the lab yet to work it out.
All right. Well, you basically, it takes a few minutes to get to this secluded location where you have the lab, the set of warehouses,
Yeah.
and eventually, upon arriving, you begin to head towards the heavy metal door that protects your computer lab. As you go inside, Persephone speaks in your mind, Gabriel, Wait a second. Ask to read Jasper's phone.
Jasper, may I read your phone? Glance over at him.
What exactly do you wish to see?
Iris's last text.
Sure, and he shows you.
And what you read is, well, basically a conversation between Iris and Jasper. Jasper trying to give a brief explanation of what you're going to do, you know. Perhaps considering creating a virus to find the location of Isaac's phone. And Iris just asks for the number outright, which Jasper sends.
I hand the phone back.
Jasper waiting, looking like you're about to explain something or something on the
I do not.
lines.
I go inside the lab.
Yeah. Going inside the lab, Persephone basically says, see, don't get mad, but been doing some, well, preparation. You know, backup plans and all that. Anyway, maybe check where Iris is.
I'm not saying a word out loud as I take a seat and start.
And as soon as you're taking a seat, Jasper, so you're going to share the conversation you're having with Persephone, or am I just going to be in the dark?
Who says I'm having a conversation with Persephone?
I don't know. You asking for my phone, staying quiet the whole time, not even answering why you wanted to see my phone or text.
I wanted to know
that-
how the conversation between Iris and you went for context purposes.
I would like our perception, this motherfucker, to see if he's lying to me.
Uh, So, I can allow you to make an aura perception, but the emotional reading on Gabriel is gonna be like next to 0, unfortunately.
And he's not exactly lying, he's just not telling you everything.
Yeah, it's more of a monologue. It's not really a conversation.
Yeah.
I can allow you to roll it, but I'll require like. Let's say that you make the aura perception roll. If you get like. Let's say this. If you get a 10 and no ones, you might spot it's like there's some shenanigans going on.
Okay. I will use a willpower on this.
I'm worth
going
the
to.
willpower. I'm flattered.
Okay. I want to see this. I want to see this. That is exactly 1, 1, and no 10s. So unfortunately, you read what you would expect. Not
Which
really,
is very little.
Yeah.
Because Jasper is annoyed that he can't read his aura to see if he's lying, he's just gonna very calmly say, "You know, I hate people that lie to me, right, Gabriel?"
And I am not lying to you.
And also people who omit. Why did you stay so silent, Gabriel?
I had nothing to say. I was also silent inside my own head. While Persephone may have said some things, I did not. It's more like an inner monologue at this point.
Jasper just looks pretty calm for his quote-unquote apparently aggressiveness, but he just keeps staring at you like he's analyzing every movement that you now do.
I'm just gonna shrug, like this doesn't matter to me, and turn and start typing into the computer, wake it up, and
All right.
I'm going to then
Sorry, in the background, guys, we're sending some messages on Discord, making fun of the situation. I'm sorry. Oh, professionalism.
I didn't see
Anyway, so, what do you wish to type out?
I mean, unless you call Iris, you're not gonna know where she is.
Do you have the phone with the UI I built on you?
I have the phone that the nun gave us, yes.
No, I'm asking Iris out of character if she has the phone that Gabriel set up for her on her person.
Well,
You mean the
everyone has their own
which,
phone.
I've def-
Everyone, what I can say, like, out of character, everyone has a phone that you have set up this program in. It's up to the individual player if they carry that phone with them. You, in character, would not know.
No, like I was saying that because I'm going to be trying to trace that phone.
You, in
Which
character,
phone?
would not know, so you might try to trace it and find out that she left it in the bathroom at the asylum or something.
And that's okay. I'm okay with that if I discover that.
By the way, Miguel,
Hmm.
for your information, just sending your message.
Okay.
I will say that first I want to check Iris's location to make sure that she isn't in some place that we might consider dangerous.
Sorry, could you repeat, please?
I say to Jasper that I'm going to check Iris's location to make sure she's not someplace that we might consider a problem, basically. As in, she needs backup.
So you say this all out to Jasper?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
And Jasper would respond with...
Silence.
Okay. So I'm just gonna start typing to see if I can locate the phone.
Make a quick, let's say, int and computer roll, because this is software.
Okay. Computer languages.
Yep,
Specialty.
that applies.
Abstract thought I'm a little bit more questionable about.
I'll allow it.
Doesn't apply.
For
Doesn't
this,
apply.
Okay, fine. It's not like you don't have
Are you really
security in
gonna argue
place. Go on.
It's not like I'm not the one who's actually competent in this
Miss
in real
Programmer
life.
in real life. Anyway. All right, so it takes you a bit, but you eventually write something up. You're fairly certain it works because you test it out on your phone
On
first. Gives you
Jasper's
the
phone.
correct location. Test it out on Jasper's phone. Gives you the correct location. You test it out on Iris's phone. And it seems to keep running. And it doesn't give you a location back. Persephone then speaks in the back of your mind
After a
and
while,
says, Hold
you're
on.
starting to get. Sorry.
One moment. Persephone speaks in the back of your mind and says, okay, I sense something I might be able to help with, if you allow it.
What kind of help?
Well, it depends if I'm correct in my suspicions. Let's put it that way.
And your suspicions?
Well, do you suspect Iris to be in danger?
I think that she can be rash enough to charge in to find, if she finds Isaac's location, to charge in alone.
Yeah. Well, what I suspect is something's blocking us. Not... I don't know how, but if I had to guess, there might be some supernatural effects to this, because I couldn't see anything wrong with the code per se.
Well,
I can
she
try and
probably
punch
is
through.
using... I think that may be unwise. Let's move on to Isaac.
Right.
And I glance back at Jasper and I
By the way,
say,
stop.
Hold on.
After a moment, if you haven't stopped the program on running on Iris's stuff,
I already
you're
stopped it.
starting to get. Well, just before you stopped, you got a flash of something. Would your detect memory allow you to remember it?
Yeah, it would definitely allow them.
All right, so it would be. So you'd see, like, for whatever reason, you'd see actually bright colored text, and really not something you expect back. Something along the lines of, "Psych, got your location. Better hope you're Gabriel, or you're fucked."
Wait, how? Just cite the power from the tree.
No, it's just a code. Just a code. Remember, Iris saw all the source code. This is just the return of somebody trying to, use it.
You said, better hope you're Gabriel. I'm Gabriel, it's fine.
And after a bit, you get
I'll
like
allow
a
it.
message from
Improv is fine.
Iris. You get a message from Iris like, "Was it you?"
It was me. That's what just immediately, it was me.
Why?
Sometimes you can be rash and charge into situations that are dangerous, and I didn't want you to do so alone.
Quick question. Is this conversation happening in text or in a call?
Yeah.
I suppose Iris would be calling. It's easier.
Okay, then it wouldn't sound as neat as this, Gabriel. To you, it sounds like a lot of wind, and Iris sort of like shouting over the wind.
Where are you going, Iris?
I'm not going anywhere.
It sounds
I'm
like
somewhere.
you're flying.
I'm not flying. I'm at the 5G tower. Touching it.
Ah,
You can
I see.
hear the smile in Iris's voice.
well, I could send you some code that might be able to help you.
Let me see what I can see from here from now on. Besides, I'm not really working with code, am I?
No, you're working with the spirits.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
this is on speakerphone, so Jasper can hear too.
Yes, lots of wind and lots of.
Lots of the mic doesn't pick it up.
Hearing in silence. I mean, there's nothing that needs to be said to Iris at the moment.
Anyway, let me just check whether that phone is within range. Let's see.
It says
On average.
they said that he was in Chicago, so
Well, just because somebody says something doesn't mean it's there. Now,
Gabriel, are you running the code on Isaac's phone?
yeah.
So,
okay, a low band rate should be able to connect me within 10 miles, so that's enough reach.
yeah.
It's like, so I'm just gonna see whether something, the number that we're dialing is within 10 miles.
10 miles,
Not calling.
that would be like LA or?
About 10 miles, yeah, it's LA, definitely.
Yeah, not in LA.
All right, well.
And I guess Gabriel's code would give the same result since it's reaching to local towers, correct?
Yeah. So right now I'm going small scale, she goes large scale. Basically.
I'm gonna have to see whether it will be possible to trace back from a direct call, but for that I'd have to experiment more with what I can, but at the very least we know it's not within LA. Mind you, I'm not actually doing a call. I'm just seeing whether there's a device with that number within range.
Well, now we know that he's not here.
But that still
It's
doesn't
suspicious that he has vanished when all of this is going on as well, though. And, like...
Right. I'll be... Where are you guys right now?
At my computer lab.
Right, I'll be there in a bit. I'm kind of done yelling over the wind, but I'll be
We'll be
there in
here.
a couple of minutes.
I'll
And
get
the
the
phone
door.
call drops.
I say I get the door, and then that hangs up. That's perfect.
All right. It
I
takes.
time it for 2 minutes exactly and open the door.
Yeah, it's gonna take about 2 minutes, so you have some time. Anything you want to do in 2 minutes? I'll be looking at the clock.
Are you satisfied, Jasper? I say, looking to him.
I don't like to be kept in the dark.
Did I do better once I was informed of that issue?
Yes.
Good.
All right. Well,
The door's pulled open right as she's arriving.
Yeah. Basically, as you're finishing up this conversation, you take a few steps to the side, reach towards the door. You input the code, pull the door open, and about a few seconds later, you just hear footsteps as Iris starts descending the stairs towards the door.
And I will hold the door for her and then close it after.
Right then. So, a lot. At the moment, I do have some means of, I don't know, expanding, but not really like, I suppose could develop something to trace it down, but not in
Can't
just like an easy pickup.
can't we do the thing that the police do?
Do you have? Well, first of all, the police device works on the premise that you keep the call happening, but also you need to have specific devices and tools that they have access to. And somebody who had access to something like that was, for example, Jack's Ghoul. Mind you, I do actually know who she is. And technically, there was something that she wanted from me, so
Perhaps we
would
should
be
visit her.
something. I'd have to find her first.
Or we can just,
What's her number?
and then
I wouldn't probably know his ghoul's number, would I?
No, not this one. If you're talking, if you're talking about the one I think you're
Um,
talking about, no, you wouldn't.
The computer girl who needed some
Yeah, you wouldn't have.
surgery.
Yes, you wouldn't have. You wouldn't have her number.
Would
Look,
I? Because I had to talk to a ghoul over the phone to get a new car.
Look, there's one ghoul that we know, like two ghouls I know of, Leo and actually, that's a good point. So he has that ghoul girl who was managing that shop, and I know her name. And Leo's phone number I definitely have. You should find out where they are and how they're doing. As for that third one, I don't think a lot of them met her. But plus, she wouldn't be the one getting you a new phone. But I know of her, I'd be able to find her.
well, the other option is you can call Isaac and ask him directly.
No. We don't, here's the thing, we don't want our suspects get suspicious, plus.
Well, they're
What do you
already
know?
suspicious because we
Uh,
were
What do
asking
you
to
know?
contact
Okay,
him.
here's the thing. What do you know how Isaac's power work? Do you remember? Do you know?
I remember what you told me.
Well, here's the thing. From what he said, it's like whispers and like truth and different things. We can't be sure whether, whether a call, whether the demon wouldn't be able to let if Isaac is doing something or influence. We can't be sure
Well-
if the demon won't say that he's being tracked with the call. So we
Well,
don't
I
want to
believe
use.
I believe he's already suspicious because she did call him at a time to tell that we wanted his phone to be able to talk to him. And I'm pretty sure he is awaiting such call right now, and the more that we wait, probably more suspicious we will look.
And I think you should, we can wait. We have other things to do. Let's find the girl first.
Alright?
Obviously, we shouldn't wait with it for
Can send
long
him a
time.
text that says, "I will be calling later. Apologies for the wait."
Or we cannot send anything. We have shit to do. We'll call another night. Relax.
I turned the phone off that I was given just in case.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a flip phone, I could possibly take the battery out too, huh?
Yeah, it's a flip phone. Just, you know, open it, pop the battery out.
Yeah, I like disassemble that shit right in front of your face very well. Then I can't use
Yeah.
it to track myself either.
Yes. Good
I
call.
look to Jasper. Let me do the same for yours.
It was one for both of you.
Oh, it was one for both of us? Okay, I misunderstood.
Okay.
Iris pulls out of her bag. Pulls out of her bag this type of Ziploc thing.
Oh, I probably know exactly what it is, and I drop it all in there. It's like a little mini Faraday cage. Yes?
Correct. It is a Faraday cage.
So smart. Fuck
We're
you
so
guys.
smart.
Um,
No, in Russia, game fuck you.
it's supposed to be like that, but we don't go to Russia in this channel.
That's true.
Proceed.
Either way, I basically hand over to Jasper and Gabriel. I give them context about Leo and that other girl, the one who went to spy on Strider, that I have.
Mm-hmm.
And I say that you can look into these ones. I'll track tonight the other one, the third one, and see if I can get her to help us.
Sure.
Either way, this phone will be able. I'm sure she'll have plenty of equipment we don't really have on hand and so on, given the previous results and data she got. So we can move on from there. If worse comes to worse, I can see. If worse comes to worse, I will also use like a brief glance into the tapestry to see about Isaac, like at least the location. Given the many things that there are to be concerned, I shouldn't spend too long in the launch, but delegate a bunch of things. But we should be careful. Either way, another thing that's good to do, and that's perhaps something you can do, Jasper, given that Mary is, technically part of another domain, but also went to Isaac's church. Find out about what's the rumors. Understand right now, one of our bishops is dead. The other one's missing.
That is a big problem.
Well, that is a big problem if we're not investigating. And technically, it would be best if, for example, if we fail to find any culprits or anything, that we get some, technically we should be getting the Black Hand to investigate, but, Raman is sort of out of the order as well. So, what I'm saying, we need to find a guilty party, quickly. We need to find where the other bishop is, whether he's guilty or not.
Well, also, if it makes it feel any better, my investigation on Jack led me to, finding out that whatever is happening here, these shenanigans, bullshittery with that place, well, it's way above Jack's pay grade.
But is it way above Lazombra's pay grade?
I don't believe that Jack would be it would be possible for Jack to do any of that.
But would it be
Well-
possible for Lazumber to do it?
Well, I don't
Um,
know. I haven't met any other La Sombra other than Jack.
No,
That
Lazombra,
I
as in
don't-
La Sombra.
As in the clan founder. He could probably do that, yes.
I mean,
Oh.
can we even understand what he's able to do with it?
Well, we can probably understand that he's able to do a lot. There's a concern
Yeah.
that Jack had that his action might be not his. You have been a vessel for the eldest. Who are
And
we
it
to
was
say
very
that?
enlightening.
And who are we to say that it is that it is impossible for a Lazumber to become such a vessel? Understand the concern? It is
Yeah,
good.
I understand.
It is obvious that Jack alone, it is above his pay grade. But there are aspects of Jack's lineage that do not make him an impossible suspect. It just simply alleviates his willing participation. That's all.
Okay.
Nonetheless, as a domain, we have one bishop dead, the other missing. And so far, we've been simply dealing with the fallout and investigating, but we also need to start doing damage control.
So,
So find out Mary went to the church. Mary has her own path. Gabriel, you essentially reach out to your contacts, find it out. Neither of you have any specific positions. It'll be far easier for you. And then Iris is like, freeze her. Also, I might have a way to see what Jack and Isaac are doing, but again, it will require me to go back to the Haven. But nonetheless, I can find out what people are thinking. Not like, well, as in, it's too broad of a reach. Handle that. And I'll handle the tracking and the suspects. You find out and investigate the fallout, because we'll have to deal with it.
mhm. So killing anyone not Sabbat to enter the domain is allowed for now.
When was it not allowed?
Hmm.
If someone's not
I don't know.
Sabbat and they're in our domain on no official business, since when were they not fair hunting?
We are
targets?
always at war with the tower and the elders.
And the Anarch should know better than to come unannounced to our domains.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, we need to know about the informational damage, and what we need to control it. I'm going to retire early. I have rituals to do.
Very well.
Find, you have your leads. You have the weight, but no title to hold you back from seeing and hearing what others think and hear and what's spreading out. Okay? Deal with that.
Alright.
Sure.
And Iris essentially turns to wind and she's gone.
All right. Gabriel and Jasper are both left in the computer lab by themselves. Do you do anything else before leaving as well?
I'm gonna punch in the numbers for the ghouls that we know, the number I was given, and the one I already have the number of. I assume they're probably the same number.
Mm-hmm. Would you try to locate them?
Yeah,
All right.
I have that code written.
So, for Jack schools, they are both still in LA. One is operating currently within downtown, and the other one is in East LA.
So, which one do you want? Will I go after the other?
Isn't downtown where the Camarilla are fighting us?
True. Which might make you better to go there since you're less noticeable by mortals.
We should probably go as a group. Iris has said that we are not to go alone.
Fine, then let's go to the east one first instead of the downtown.
And nod, and off we go. That's what we'll do. We probably... I don't know.
Well, in that case, are you still running the program?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, once I get a rough location, I won't need to until we get closer.
Okay. Alright, in that case, both of you leave. Who wants to handle their pool first?
Oh, we're both going to the east LA one together. Don't split the party. Learned that in D&D.
Alright. So East LA first.
Yes.
Yeah, and while we're going, Jasper is going to be peeking on the other side of the shroud.
Okay.
That's not
Are
a
you
terrifying
driving
thought.
through downtown? Or are you going around?
Definitely around, Jasper would say.
What did Jepster say?
Jasper would say for you to drive around downtown, not go in downtown.
I was already going to do that.
Okay, cool. Then driving around downtown, you don't really find any obstacles, any impediment to driving to East LA. And once you're there, getting to the correct location is quite trivial since this is Victoria's domain. And Victoria is quite familiar with your pack, and you've basically been given free reign. As you approach the location, you find this little occult shop off the main street, in an alley down like a small stairway, sort of hidden in a little nook. Going inside, you see at the front desk a young woman taking a few notes. And as soon as you open the door, she stops taking the notes, puts her pen on the little cup, like the pen cup in the desk, closes her notepad, puts it under the desk, and looks in your direction. Good evening. How may I help you?
Is this Victoria?
No, Victoria is the Archbishop area.
Okay.
This is the ghoul.
I'm gonna let Jasper speak first because I'm actually not as good with people. What have we done?
What? Jasper asks you, "Are you sure this is the right location?"
Yes, I'm positive.
Jasper would know that this is Victoria's place, right?
Victoria's domain, as in East LA
Okay.
is Victoria's domain.
Mm-hmm. Would you happen to know who exactly were you tracking? Are you sure it was one of this?
Hello? Can I help
Hello.
you?
Yeah, we're looking for someone.
Uh,
We're
given
trying to get in contact with our friend.
Yeah, given the look of your buddy there, I'm guessing
Yeah.
you lot are on business with Jack. Yeah?
Yep. Yes.
Do you happen to know where he is?
Yeah.
No. We were hoping you would.
Well,
Yeah. He was supposed to
We're be-
stop by a couple of days ago.
we're becoming quite worried.
Fuck. Okay. I mean, you're free to wait around. He's meant to come here and, you know, give me my fix for the month,
Have
which
you
I've been
not?
waiting for.
Are you late for that?
By much, but starting to get the, you know, itch.
hmm.
I mean, he usually takes his time, but
Just this one time we could provide something so that you do not withdraw.
Pete told me that'd be a bad idea.
I shrug. It's up to her. If it gets worse, we can give you the number for Iris.
That'd be even a worse idea. I mean, you, folks, I've been told not to trust any of you, but, of the ones I know, Iris would be probably the worst one to ask something of. So I'm just gonna bear with it until Jack's back, if you don't mind.
No
Give a
signs of
faint
Jack
shrug.
here.
I'll offer my number and say just in case.
Sure. Oh,
If you
she
see him
basically
before we do.
she basically looks at the number and goes, "Oh, oh, you're Gabriel then."
Yes, I'm Gabriel.
I suppose nice to meet you. I expected you to look different, but well,
What'd you expect me to look like?
the first time I was given your description, um, you made it sound cartoonish. You just
Huh.
look like the average. Never mind. And she basically stores her number under the desk.
I glance at Jasper and say I had some work done. I don't think Jasper did it, but
Jasper doesn't look amused with the conversation. He looks even less amused that there is no information of Jack.
do you think we could see his office?
Well, he doesn't have one here, but I can show you the office where business is done. Just, you know, slightly different, but still.
I am where that would be.
Is that a yes? A no? Maybe?
I guess. Let's go. Thank
Alright.
you.
She reaches under the desk, places something on the,
Probably be right
the
back
table,
sign.
and pushes it in your direction. Seems to be basically a small apparatus. It's basically a wooden board with a little glass cup and basically a metal ring around the top of the cup that connects with sort of a vertical half ring with essentially a needle up top. Well,
What is this?
all I'll need is for you guys to, prick your finger on this, leave a drop of blood, and you're allowed inside. It's security measure.
And will the blood be returned when we leave?
Well, no. The idea is to make sure that no infiltrators get in the office.
Mm. Well, we're not infiltrators. We're part of the pack. I say as I reach over to...
Jasper, knowing that Gabriel's gonna just keep talking, he's just going to prick the finger.
I was reaching over to do it, and you beat me to it, actually.
Alright. Well, both of you leave a small blood offering, which the lady collects, places it under the desk, and when she does reach under the desk to store the blood samples, you do hear, like, the sound of a small freezer being opened, closed. And after a moment, she stands up and says, "Very well. Come around the desk and I'll show out back. And depending on your sensibilities, I ask that you're gonna act surprised. He works here." And he turns and walks straight through a door.
With me, hot on her heels?
And walking inside, you basically see a fairly full office. The walls, the desks all seem very busy with clutter. You see essentially small recipe cabinets filled with herbs and bits of, like, splinters of wood. You see various occult items displayed around the room, various books, copies of printed books, and some are handwritten tomes. And at some point, as the door closes behind you, I would assume both of you, correct, Jasper?
Mm-hmm.
As the door closes behind you, a voice sounds out behind the two of you. "Who might these folk be?" And you turn around to see this very old-fashioned looking, I would guess, butler with a pencil mustache, sort of looking like he's balding.
Jasper doesn't even turn around. He keeps on looking to see if he spots anything that could be of interest to the investigation.
I just say out loud, 2 of Jack's pack.
"Ah, friends of Mr. Jack. How may I be of assistance?"
Has anyone been here besides the woman that let us in and Jack recently?
Well, Miss Leah and Miss Jack often take their business elsewhere. I prefer to keep the shop ready for customers 24 hours a day. However, I do noticed that Mr. Jack has been missing for a few nights.
Yes, that's our concern. We don't know where he's gone and we're worried.
The last item he handled, I believe, was the alchemy tubes, but I think he took those with him. Unfortunately.
Does he have notes of these alchemy tubes?
Well, Sir Jack is not known for keeping notes.
But does he?
Not to my knowledge, no. He seems to rely mostly on his memory. I, for one, am not entirely sure how he does it.
And where was these tubes?
Tubes were, I believe, stored here, and the man seems to walk. I do notice he seems a bit floaty in his motion. Jasper, you'd know this well enough. You're pretty sure this is a wraith, just by the way he moves, the way he acts. You've seen enough of them, and you've spent enough decades studying this type of stuff to recognize a wraith when you see one, even if they are manifesting in corporeal form. He reaches down into this set of cupboards, opens them, and pulls out this small, what would you call it? Basically a wooden base with a lot of metal pieces that are supposed to hold tubes. That makes sense. Yeah, he pulls this structure out and he points to 3 missing little stands where the tubes were supposed to
Jasper,
hang.
would you touch the stand, please?
Jasper does not touch the stand. He asks first, Wraith, what was exactly this? Was it alchemy or was it something else that he was messing around with? Something dark.
Well, Mr. Jack is quite known to us for being expert in alchemy and the occult. He has been experimenting extensively with these tubes were taken, I believe, last month.
Ah.
Mm.
You
I'm
said you
sorry.
hadn't seen him for 3 days? Or 3 nights, I mean? What was he doing 3 nights ago, do you know?
Well, he came to give word to Slia, the woman you met. Unfortunately, I'm not at liberty to share what the conversation was about, and I believe Miss Leah does not remember.
If it has something to do with finding him, it would be in your best interest to tell us.
Unfortunately, I am not at liberty to share. But I don't believe it would help you find him either way.
Well, then, whatever. Looks like nothing.
I could summon Mr. Leo that would assist your search.
Mr. Leo, is that the one that's in the Camarilla area? Jasper asks Gabriel.
This
Is that
question
the
was
one
for
that...
Gabriel, so
I was that his name?
yes.
Yes, that would be very helpful. I say yes to Jasper, and then I look to the butler and I say that would be very helpful.
Of course. Just one moment. And seems to look around, and eventually something clicks in his mind, and he sort of walks in a bit of a brisk way and just phases through the wall for a moment and comes back and says, In the meantime, if I could offer you something, well, not quite drink, but smell. Something to pass the time.
I do have a question. Has the storm here affected you guys on the other side?
Storm?
Yeah, that seems to be brewing from the downtown area.
I'm not aware of a storm. That said, I don't spend all that much time out of the office.
Can I
I
roll
see.
an emotion check, like an empathy roll on this man
Yeah, of
when he
course.
pauses, to see if like it's alarming him or something?
Of course. Perception, empathy, I believe would be.
Yes, and emotions counts. I would assume. Holy shit.
The mention of a storm by someone who you're pretty sure he clocked is a skilled enough necromancer not to be surprised by some of the stuff he's seen. This mention of a storm makes him slightly nervous. However, the fact that it's happening in downtown is also something that seems to
Alleviate some of that anxiety.
it makes it less of a big deal than it might have been.
Jasper, seeing he's not gonna get an answer, just tells him, forget about it.
Well, I most certainly will not. But if you wish to drop the subject, well, wish granted.
No, because
He
it
really
was
doesn't want to talk about this, does he?
Is this out of
That's out of character, yeah.
Oh. What I meant when I said that. He's attempting to say he will not forget about it, but he will drop the subject if you wish.
Okay.
out
Very
of
well, we
character.
can wait for Leo here until he arrives.
Well, Leo has always lacked a bit of discipline compared to the others.
He could be summoned.
I've already done so. The main problem is Mr. Leo. I shouldn't speak ill of Mr. Jack's servants.
I don't believe you're speaking ill. I believe you're speaking honestly of what you have observed. What have you observed?
Roll charisma and expression.
Jasper, seeing that he's trying to manipulate him, will not use
Can I
compel.
use
Doesn't choose, like,
manipulation?
Well, let's say manipulation and expression. Yeah.
Would conjurer a fax apply? I don't think so.
You're not lying through your
Till I
fucking
say.
teeth. So.
4.
All right. The man seems to ponder for a moment and says, "Well, all I meant to say, with no insult to Mr. Leo himself, I believe he's focused on the wrong part of the job. Mr. Jack, he originally planned to give Leo the same opportunity he had, become something like yourselves.
He didn't take it seriously?
Mr. Leo has worked the longest for Mr. Jack. He's a fair bit past his prime. Catch my drift.
Mm-hmm.
And Well, in all honesty, I believe he has underperformed over the years. He has required multiple disciplinary meetings with one of Mr. Jack's superiors, I believe. The man's name was Cecil? Yeah,
I
they've
see.
met and, well, Mr. Leo has always underperformed quite a bit. If anyone should earn such a promotion, I don't believe it would be him. I believe Mr. Leo has taken it personally. Often he allows
You
it to affect his performance.
then could you add a little bit to the message that you sent? Tell him that if he does take too much time, that Cecil will personally be bringing him here. I think that would be encouragement for him not to be late.
Well, I normally would accommodate such a request. Believe it's I don't believe it to be my duty to pressure the others quite as much.
Jasper looks disappointed. He looks to Gabriel and says, "Is he coming?"
I guess I can run the script from my phone. I don't know.
I'll allow it for convenience.
Okay.
Yeah, the phone seems to be moving in the direction of East LA, though. He's definitely not driving uh, at any speed that makes you think he's in a hurry. He's taking the scenic route and he's being quite leisurely.
And Jasper will grab
I'll
a
show
chair,
you.
look
Show
at the
you the
race, and say,
location.
He looks at it, sees that he's going very slowly. He will take a chair, he will sit down, and he will look at the race. You mentioned that you can produce smells. I would prefer if it was smell of, well, the forest after the rain. If that is not too much to ask.
I believe I can arrange for something of the sort. How about you? And he looks to Gabriel.
I am fine as I am,
And of course.
but I will pull up a chair to sit. I am going to keep track to the very millisecond of how long it takes him to arrive.
Yeah, if you had to guess, probably will take like 45 minutes, almost an hour to get here. Um, in the meantime, the butler seems to take out some alchemical ingredient, um, some wood splinters as well. And after a few moments, he produces essentially a small vial that he simply hands Jasper. And it's this weird, almost tea. It's like this tinted water that he gives you. You don't think a mortal could drink this and be fine. However, you smell it. Smells exactly like you requested. It is a nice, fresh, you know, pine smell.
Petrichor.
Yep.
And
And
Jasper looks impressed. He looks at the butler and says, "If Jack ever doesn't need you, I would definitely like you to be around. In my domain, that is."
well, Mr. Jack currently holds my contract. If he wishes to give me leave to visit, I shall. Though I will be sure to avoid downtown.
You should, unless you want to be sucked up by whatever project they're doing there.
You You essentially spend about an hour waiting, and eventually you hear the front door of the shop open. Leisurely steps going around the counter, and the door opens, and in comes Leo, who seems to take his gloves off and say, "What is it now? What do you... Hello?"
Hello.
Was the scenic route as good as you wanted to see? Or was it disappointing?
I'm not sure what... how can I help you?
We were
We're
hoping that you
looking.
could help us locate Jack. We're worried about him.
I mean, wouldn't know. I've been taking care of his properties.
You have received no message from him whatsoever.
I'm gonna watch him for lives.
You may make a perception and empathy roll, please.
Would tactical apply in this case?
Tactical is such a hard one to
That's
say.
fine. We just go with emotions. We ball.
Yeah, let's go with emotions. Yeah. All right. If you catch any signs of lying, I'll make sure to mention it.
Okay.
Well, you would find it rather surprising if I told you how long it takes to deal with collecting rent from a few hundred
That was
people.
not the question. Question
What?
was, did you receive any messages from Jack lately?
No. Uh, he seems like he... It's not that he's lying, but he definitely doesn't seem sure about his answer.
Would you
What's wrong?
mind? As soon as she says what's wrong, the tales that Jasper usually hides starts coming out. Like he is either lying to him or he's hiding something. That's what is on Jasper's mind.
Oh, I'm hiding something or the ghoul?
The goal.
Oh, okay.
Oh, look, it's. I have a job. I've been keeping my uh, duties fulfilled, and either way, I think if Jack has anything he wishes to um, keep, any secrets he wishes his ghouls were aware of, I'm sure he would rely much more confidently in Mr. Strider. You know, the person he plans to keep his attention on. Not me. I seem to be just the everyday servant.
And how do we get a hold of Strider?
I would love to know that myself.
He looks annoyed, doesn't he?
He looks bitter.
That tracks.
Jasper looks very disappointed at the school's whole sass and the fact that he, instead of directly answering the question that he has made before, keeps around the question.
Would you do something about it?
Yes. one of his tails will strike right next to him, not at him.
All right. Let me
And
roll
he
his
will say this
courage.
one.
Roll
And
his
he will say
full
this.
courage score. All right. Immediately, he falls on his ass, dropping his gloves to the ground, with a bit of a yelp, and starts crawling backwards with a terrified look on his face.
I don't like to keep asking the same questions over and over. When was the last time that he was in contact with you?
I don't know,
Jack.
like a few weeks back, but look, all he told me is that he had some business to attend to, and that he needed to give some instructions to the others, and he did so, and then I don't know, something. Just I don't know where he is. I
How long has it been since you've had your last hit, as it were?
I guess that day was the last time. Why?
Because some of them are very hungry.
And you seem very fine for someone that has not taken quite a while.
He
All
said
right.
it's been a couple of weeks.
With that accusation, Gabriel, you immediately spot this oh shit expression show up on his face.
Well,
And he looks like he's contemplating fucking sprinting away.
Well, I'm gonna
As of this
move to
moment.
restrain him now.
As of this moment, as soon as Jasper fucking notices that face of oh fuck, he is going to his monstrous form right there in that room, and he's going to block the fucking door for him not to escape.
I guess you're growing in size, and I was going to restrain him immediately. What a good team we make.
Well then,
Hell, if anything, right now
small
Jasper
note,
is
Jasper.
growing.
Small note, Jasper. If you are using Zulu form takes 2 turns to activate.
Unless
Are you
if I use more blood.
Yeah, you can speed it up with more blood. Are you willing to do that?
Is there enough room for me to, for example, let's say, as I grow into this monstrous form, get on top of him like a predator looking down at his prey?
Yeah? Would you like to?
And should I
Yes,
roll my
please.
grapple check?
I think with Jasper's roll, you might not even need to. There's a
Either
specific
that, or
reason.
either that, or I could use Present 6 to absolutely make him to where he can't even run and he just grovels in fear.
Well, here's the thing. Jasper's already declared his action, right? And out of character, this guy, because of Cecil, has a phobia of Tsimisi. So you bring a big enough Tsimisi, and he collapses in a catatonic state because the stuff that happened to him is not fun. Like he has severe
no.
trauma. So let's see if he fucking buckles because he has 1 courage. He's it's a 9. Okay.
Oh my
He's
god.
good enough to talk, but he's not moving.
Woo.
Jasper would also like to telepathy on him,
He's
as he will.
he's not in a mindset to resist, so
And he will say in his mind, who did you get blood from? If it not Jack, who?
I got it from some guy, okay? I've been looking for ways to be better at my job, and Jack wasn't really giving me those opportunities. I just needed some extra oomph, and I just got. Look, I got a supplier.
The
It's fine. It's nothing serious. He's not even that, you know, prominent. He's fine. Okay, he's
Is he
laying low
Camarilla?
himself. I don't know. Probably not. Look, he's not even, you know, like you guys, right?
What do you mean he's not like us? Is he also a ghoul?
No.
Explain.
Okay,
I'll keep him off of you if you explain.
I seen him walk in sunlight, so he's definitely not like you. Look, he's not that strong, okay, and he's hiding from everyone else. I just thought, you know, having someone who's on the run, hiding from everyone, you know, that doesn't
Can
have all
thin
that
bloods
many
walk in the
tools.
sun?
Int and occult, please.
Abstract thought?
Nah, this is just like kindred lore facts.
Jasper is still using telepathy, so he should be able to see a face as he's thinking of that guy.
Yeah, you do. It's this.
And you see probably him walking in the sun.
Yeah, it's just like a greasy-looking teenager. He looks very paranoid, and the main memories you get are of Leo essentially like pressing the guy to perform, like to you know, give him some blood in exchange for not spilling his secret as guy is staying in one of Jack's properties.
Oh.
So Jasper, as he's seeing this, so not only are you getting blood from someone else other than Jack, you're also providing him space. Free. Jasper's Zuluform face get creeping slowly closer.
Yeah, I don't think I'll even roll for that. Immediately he like starts blabbering with tears running down his face, and doesn't take much more for him to just curl up in the fetal position, you know,
And my occult
swaying,
roll?
trying to. Yeah, definitely Thin Bloods can walk in the sunlight.
Are you bound to him? Is he bloodbound to him? I say after a second of looking at him crying and then looking to Jasper. You probably could have felt him feel a pull to him if you're in his head.
Well, any thoughts of answering questions are kind of just mired in sheer horror. He's gone
Jasper,
pretty
I need
catatonic
you
at
to
this point.
Jasper, I need you to put that away.
Jasper starts going back to his regular humanoid form.
And perhaps step into another room.
Jasper looks at Gabriel like he's overstepping something.
Gabriel looks like he's very insistent.
At some point,
I'm not.
as the two of you are having your dick measuring contest, the
Oh
butler,
my god.
the butler basically approaches both of you and says, "If I may, I be able to make him more composed to answer some of your questions."
That would be very appreciated.
Of course.
Yes, as Jasper kind of picks him up and puts him in the chair that he was sitting.
Well, as you go to pick him up, the butler just goes, "Please allow me." He reaches down, grabs Leo by the collar, lifts him up with one hand, and just gives him one big fucking slap and says, "Get a hold of yourself, man!" And plops him down on a chair.
Oh my god! That's the last thing I was expecting.
I would say Jasper was, admirably looking at this wraith. He now completely respects this wraith.
Gabriel just sort of does a slow blink as he watches this. That's the extent of his reaction.
The butler basically just, he's still very composed. He just turns with a smile and says, "All means, go ahead." And he returns to the office.
Jasper, walking close, would like for a start, a address to where this little friend of yours is. And just to be sure, if you even think about warning him, I'll let you know that I will know, and then the one that will be hunted is you. And this is a warning only. It's not a threat.
So I'm not really gonna make you roll because he's terrified enough as is. His hands are basically shaking, and he's like nearly hyperventilating. Just with very shaky hands, reaches towards the front desk, takes the notepad, rips a page off of it, then takes a pen, writes an address, and just leaves it on the desk. When he rips the paper, you just hear the lady, looking through the doorway and saying, "Hey." Whatever. And she just returns to, searching through the shelves.
Well, he is all yours for questioning now, Gabriel.
Very well. Sorry, Jack. I'm about to entrance your ghoul.
Sorry, could you repeat
Possibly.
that, please?
I said, sorry, Jack. I'm about to entrance your ghoul, possibly.
Beautiful. So, entrancement?
Yeah, I'm pulling up in the book.
Mm-hmm. So, the entrancement would be
It is appearance plus empathy.
and empathy, yeah.
Okay. Would emotions count since I'm fucking with his with presence?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Palese.
Is
What's his current willpower points? That's my difficulty.
I'm not going to tell you how much you succeeded, but you basically look him in the eyes, and he seems to sort of be like this air of just awe that washes over his face, and his eyes seem more drawn to you now than they are to Jasper. His shoulders sort of relax a bit.
I'm not going to hurt you.
Can you
However,
help me with... You can help me, right?
yes. But if I help you, you have to tell. In order to help you, I need to know the details of what's going on.
Yeah.
Can you help me?
Yeah. Ask your questions. I'll tell you anything. Yeah.
How bloodbound to this other person are you?
I don't fucking like him if that's the question. Not at all.
That makes sense. All right.
Look, he is just convenient. Okay, he gives me a fix here and there. I, get a few extra tools to do what I need to do, and
What extra disciplines have you been given so far?
I don't really know how to describe it. I don't know what the name of it is, but I can
Describe it.
I can make people really really excited or really I can make him give him more or less of a shit. If that makes sense. It's iffy. It's hard to tell how it works, but I'm getting practice with it.
Dementation?
I don't know. I don't know what it's called.
Sounds more like presence.
It sounds more like what?
I would think it's more like presence.
That could be.
I mean, I believe I've seen that in action. That's not what I can do. Well, I can't do a lot of it, and I'm still figuring out how it works. But hey, having a shitty teacher means your tools are a bit shitty sometimes, but they do the job. This sort of feels like bootleg, something the others have, but I mean, it gets the job done sometimes, and sometimes you need it. And the last thing I want is for Jack to start thinking that I'm unable to pull my weight, because I'm on thin ice with Jack.
Wait. You said the shitty teacher, as in, didn't mean Jack.
No, this dumbass kid. Look, I don't know how he got what he got.
What's
but
his name?
Hold on, should have. And he reaches into his pocket, takes out like this little, basically this like smartphone that he starts scrolling on, and says here. Oh, guess the room's in his mom's name. But Marjorie. I mean, I can give you her phone number.
I do not know if it would. We'll take the number. I don't know if we'll use it.
Yeah, he shares the number.
Alright, so we have Marjorie's number now.
Yep.
And we need the address where this young man is staying so that we can talk to him.
Absolutely. Just do you want the keys too? I can give you the keys.
Yeah, that would be extremely helpful, thank you.
He takes basically this pretty, stuffed key ring, and he just starts flipping through the keys. Eventually, like wrenches one of them out. So this is for the building itself, and this one is for the apartment.
All right. And this is downtown, unfortunately for us, huh?
Yeah, but not like people there care if you're small enough. Right. Right.
Right. Jasper looking side to side, yeah, definitely not wanted or anything like that.
Well, you could change your appearance. But If you think of anything that would be more helpful to us, I would like to leave you my number.
Oh yeah, of course.
Or-
I'll take your number. Yeah, definitely.
Alright, so I'll give him the number.
Yeah.
And if any emergencies arise, or if Jack contacts you finally, please contact me immediately. Because as I said, we're worried for his safety.
Jax, you mean, not the kids.
Yes, I do mean Jack.
Okay. Well, if he reaches out to me, which sort of forgets to, I'm not really, you know.
I understand.
Jasper behind him, looking a little bit pissed that he's making faces.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to pay all that much attention to you anymore, Jasper. He seems to, direct
Presence be like
pretty
that.
much all of his attention to Gabriel. Oh, look, I'll do my best to reach out to him, but honestly, probably who he's spending the most time with is, Strider, but Strider's a prick.
Do you have Strider's number or Strider's picture, maybe?
Nah. Not even.
Or an email?
Not even close. No. Strider's a rich prick. Okay, he keeps to himself. Hell, if he only kept more to himself, Leah wouldn't be half as traumatized.
If he's rich, he should have a fancy house. Do you know where that is?
He definitely does, yeah. I can figure out where that is.
Figure out where that is, and that'll make me very happy.
Yeah. And listen, don't... He looks to the side, basically through the door to the office. Just reaches over and just, closes the door quite slowly and leans towards you and says, Strider's always been a piece of shit. So if you have, I don't know, kill him or something, and cover up for you.
If we need that, I'll let you know.
Just for writing down all of the mistakes that this guy has made against Jack.
This guy is so fucked.
Oh, he is monumentally fucked.
If we need that, I'll be in contact. For now, I think we have everything we need.
Yeah. Look, I'm not gonna ask you to do it, but if you need motivation, I could show you a few fucking news. That he's a fuck. And I don't think he's good for Jack either. Jack's been fucking weird ever since,
Give me the information you have on him, the newspapers and everything.
For sure, it'll mostly be... just read it for yourself. And he basically starts sending you texts to
Links.
Yeah, links to news reports. And it's a lot of misconduct cases, if I am making myself if you understand what I'm saying, against his secretaries mostly. But it always seems like he gets, it's always another defamation case against this, big businessman. It always seems to be framed that way. But once you read into it, you kind of get what it's about.
Well, I'll let Jack read over my shoulder as I quickly look over these things.
Hell, Jack's
I understand.
Here?
Or not
Jasper, you
Jack.
mean?
Jasper. Fucking J names. We need to pick different letters of the alphabet. Yeah, so Jasper gets to read over my shoulder. I make sure of it.
Yeah. But what you notice is that, like, the cases seem to be, they vary in size. Some articles mention it, but it's like the only article that mentions it in that time frame. There's one particular case that's, a bit bigger than the others. It's the one that had the most evidence against him, but it was framed the exact same way. It was dropped eventually. And after
Are
a
the
certain date, that being
victims named?
yes,
Okay.
and looking up on social media, they're also publicly shamed there. And something you notice is there's sort of like a pattern until about a year and a half ago, where no more of those cases show up. Like, no reports, no nothing.
Odd. Well, we'll have to look into this and the victims more later. I think you've helped me enough for now. Why don't you go back to work?
Yeah, sure. Or I could help you. I mean, I need to find Jack anyway, right?
Yeah, it might be safer if you stop getting supply from the person who's not in Jack's pack.
I mean, yeah, probably. I could follow you guys around for the rest of the night, though. I mean, I'm sure you might need some help, and I got ins with the
Jasper
others.
steps in front of Gabriel. and
I
says,
think that if
Yep.
I need assistance, it will be tomorrow night. It is getting late, and I will need to retire for the day.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Then send me like a text tomorrow. I'll help you guys, continue your search. Yeah.
Very well.
Cool. See you guys tomorrow. Well, I'll see you tomorrow. But whatever. Good night.
I just nod and I get up and I'm gonna start to leave with all the information I got.
Actually, no, Jasper holds on to you and lets the guy leave first.
Yeah, he eventually.
Okay.
And then he says,
Well,
Butler?
The butler seems to, almost phase in out of nowhere next to you guys.
Well, you heard everything here.
Absolutely.
If you wish to report to the ghoul in the front of the store to tell Jack, feel free to do so.
Nothing out of the ordinary. Leo's always been special.
he'll probably
Normal-
call me for
nor-
more supply if he calls anyone next.
Normally, I would kill him immediately, but it is Jack's school, so I'll leave it to Jack to decide his fate.
Mr. Jack will make sure it's a memorable one. I can film it if you'd like.
Jasper kind of smirks like he likes that idea of watching this overzealous piece of shit dying from the bad choices that he has made. But he says, no, I can ask Jack the details later. No need.
Of course. Anything else I can help you with?
No, you have not for me at
Actually,
least.
I do have a question. You were able to contact Leo. Are you able to contact the Strider?
Well, I am.
Then tomorrow, we would like to speak with Mr. Strider to see if he has any idea about Jack's whereabouts.
I may attempt it. Mr. Strider is particular about his schedules. It seems that being one of the richest people in the country, does keep you quite busy. But
I could
I
probably
will...
hack his schedule to add myself in.
I don't believe that would be necessary. In fact, I believe that if that was done, he might stubbornly think he has a one-up on you. His ego seems to be the main personality trait he displays most of the time. Partially why Mr. Jack originally contemplated taking over his business instead of making him servant. That it was easier on the legal side of things. Blood bond a man instead of, well, disposing of.
In the end, we could have him sign over everything he owns, and then it would, in a
Wait.
quote-unquote business deal.
Is Strider that guy that Jasper went downstairs and found that torture room of
Yes.
sorts?
Oh no.
Oh, there's a slight smile on his face that of when he says that he will try to, get one over him. Like, yes, please do try and see what happens. Fuck around and find out that's
I don't know what he
Jasper's.
thinks he could get one up on,
Well,
honestly.
regardless of your options, I wish you a good night. And by all means, if ever you need any assistance, free to reach out. I am jaded enough to know that the night is not the only time of the day where monsters can populate the world.
Men are monsters
Jasper,
as well.
Jasper smiles at the butler Wraith and asks, "Might I know your name?"
I believe you may not. Not unless Mr. Jack wishes my name to be known to a practicing
Very well.
necromancer.
Very well. It was nice meeting you, and Jasper will shake his hands without him trying to shake first.
The man
He
gives a bow. He politely does not shake your hand, but he gives a bow.
very well.
Gabriel seems fine with not shaking hands.
Mhm. So, list of things to do, Jasper says as he's walking out with Gabriel.
And I'm making sure no
Kidnapping,
normal people
kidnapping
can
if
hear us.
possible. Insane, Malkavian. Might need to ask Iris for assistance.
We can do that. We'll meet her later. Tomorrow. We're running out of time tonight.
Yes. Let us go back. Very enlightful, this meeting.
Yes, it was.
All right. And as the two of you
I
leave, yeah,
would say, just for Gabriel, there's a hint of almost, you would say, maybe happiness or anticipation in Jasper's voice that really is never there.
Okay. That's fun.
all right. As you make your way into the night, return to your havens, we will end tonight's session here. I hope you all enjoyed. Remember to subscribe both on YouTube and on Twitch. Our catalog or our backlog on YouTube is going to be updated very soon. So sorry about the delay on that end. And feel free to check out the links below for RX Experiments SoundCloud page, the guy who makes our music for the intro and the breaks, and for Sabbat the Schism, the V5 fan-made edition that allows you to play as Sabbat clans, Sabbat faction, elders, and allows you to go on paths as well. Without wasting any more time, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next week on the next episode of Beyond Armageddon. Good night.
Good night.